Was 106, number one for New Country. May we all from Florida Georgia Line with Tim McGraw. Dr. Allen is here from ICC. You know, in the past couple of weeks, people have been talking an awful lot about paying off student loans, and he's got some alternatives for that for you at ICC. Sugarland now on Wizard 106. What ifs from Kane Brown and Lauren Lane. Of course, Kane Brown going to be at the Bancorp South Arena October 27th with Jason Aldean and Chris Young. Dr. Allen, are you going to see the big Jason Aldean show?
I don't have that scheduled yet. I'll have to look at that, though.
You need to do that. I have it on good authority that Wizard 106 will be giving away tickets for that soon.
I need to be looking into that then, don't I?
I think you do. Dr. Allen from ICC. I told you I really wanted you to come talk today because I've been reading a whole lot about student loans, and I know the student loan people call me for my brother all the time, and I'm like, seriously, he's in Oregon. I don't think he has a signal. You're going to have to call him out there. But student loans are a huge albatross.
They are.
Around students' necks, especially first getting out of school.
That's right. Well, you know, the reality is for Americans right now, we owe more than 1.45 trillion with a T, not with a B, but with a T,
Wow.
trillion dollars in student loan debt.
Wow.
That is just an amazing amount of money. That actually exceeds $620 billion more than the total U.S. credit card debt.
Wow.
I can't fathom those numbers, Kelly,
I can't
but you're
either.
talking about a tremendous amount of debt beyond our credit card debt.
And it's because they're so easy to get, right?
That's true, it is, and for many students, it is their only way, typically, in many cases, to afford to go to college.
Right.
We, though, strive as an institution to help students understand what it is that they're going to be doing when they take out this student loan debt, how that stays with them forever, what it'll look like to pay that off, hopefully making sure that they only borrow what they absolutely have to go to college.
So at ICC, you've got scholarships and grants.
Scholarships and grants, obviously the student loan is another federal option that's there.
Right.
We have institutional scholarships. We have been blessed with donors who provide scholarships through our foundation. We
Awesome.
always are looking for more donors in that area to help
Oh, yeah.
make college more affordable for students. So we encourage students to apply for everything that's available, see what happens, you never know, and just because you didn't get it the first semester doesn't mean you can't try again later.
Yeah.
There may be new options. You may perform like some students may be like me and they perform really well in college and they become eligible for scholarships they were never eligible for as a freshman.
Oh, wow.
So that I know as a transfer student, I was sought after when I began
Really?
to transfer, and I was offered scholarships at a number of senior colleges. Not so much as a high school recent high school graduate as a freshman, not so much, but as a transfer student, I had to really perform, and so there's some great options out there, and of course. Attending a community college is a great way to achieve the first 2 years of college at a tremendously lower price than they're going to find anywhere else. So it's a great bargain.
I think I was looking on the website a while ago, and it's like $1,300 to go to ICC.
That's right. And you think about it, you can commute.
Yes.
You know, you're within 50 miles typically of one of our campuses. You can live on campus. Even though there's expense with living on campus, it's still at an affordable rate. The meal plan, I eat in the cafeteria most every day. You can't beat it. You can't beat
No,
it.
you can't.
And so there's some really wonderful options for students there. But the real kicker is they're getting either the degree to go straight into the workforce or the courses they need to transfer along with an associate's degree at a price point that really nobody else can touch.
We're going to talk more about financial aid and about not having to be in a classroom setting, as in going for a 4-year degree or a 2-year degree. We'll talk more about that in a few. Dr. Allen's here from ICC. We're kind of talking about financial aid and student loans. Dr. Allen, what's like the average student loan payment after you graduate?
Well, we did a little research at ICC, and we found that our students and students like them who've received student loans as they've gone through their 2-year degree and then beyond, that typically when they're age 20 to 30, they could be looking at a $351 a month payment.
That's
for
a
their student
car.
It is a nice car note.
Been talking to Dr. Allen from ICC, and we're going to talk to him a little bit more about student loans and maybe ways to get around them. Also, if you are not a traditional student, if you don't want to go to college but you need a good job, he can help with that too. Dr. Allen from ICC is here this afternoon talking about financial aid and how we can get out from under student loans. We said just a minute ago, the average student loan payment once you get out of school is how much?
$350 a month.
Okay, so if you're just getting out of school and maybe you haven't found your big job yet, you're still paying $350. That's like half of my house payment.
That's a significant amount of money for most homes, for most households. It is, and our goal is to help students find a way to get that degree conquered and get out as quickly as possible.
Exactly.
Summer Pell Grants actually help that. Of course, a grant doesn't have to be paid back. It's from the federal government through our Pell Grant system. But the wonderful thing is now it's available throughout the summer. And so instead of having to take time off, you can continue to go through the summer. The sooner you graduate, the sooner you get to that great job that you've been dreaming of.
Absolutely. If somebody is looking to go back to school or looking to start school, because of course, you know, we're almost to Christmas.
Yes.
And I know a lot of high school kids are taking classes at ICC.
That's right.
Which is amazing to me.
It's wonderful.
That never happened at my house, I'll tell you that. So if they're going to be looking to start ICC maybe in the spring or in the fall, where do they go to find out about grants?
Of course, they always can go to our website. It's very simple, ICC, and then it's going to be
ms.edu.
You got it. .edu. The reality, though, is that they can visit with our recruiters, both on our college campuses as well as at local high schools. We'll do career fairs and a number of opportunities for students to get in and find out what's going on. They need to talk with our financial aid office to see what's available.
Yes.
And just because they don't think that there's going to be anything that works for them, they need to really look at that. For example, we have an adult learner incentive scholarship which provides half tuition for one semester to the new or returning student age 23 or older who's not been enrolled in the college for the previous 2 years. So if they're beginning to try to get back into it, this is a great way to get their feet wet, get back into it, and that half tuition may just begin to really push them over the edge to say, hey, I can do this. Let's give it a shot.
Absolutely. I love that. Y'all also have classes for people who maybe aren't looking to go to a four-year college.
That's correct. We've got tremendous technical and career programs where they can earn great incomes with only sometimes 1 to 2 years worth of training. And the other thing is there's multiple stop-out options. So if life gets in the way and you've only got a semester or two to go, then we can often, in many cases, get you a credential that will be recognized by industry and you can go to work.
Oh, wow.
And then hopefully come back and complete that full degree with us as time and life will allow.
You mentioned the website a minute ago. I've been going through it this morning. And I'm just going to tell you, I love how, because I love the technical stuff, the technical classes. And it says, you know, if you're going to go to school to be this, you can look to earn this much when you get out of school. And I love that. So it's iccms.edu.
That's correct.
And I know I've told many children in my family who are like, oh, I don't want to go to college. And I'm like, you know what? Do you know what a plumber makes?
Yes.
You don't have to go to college, but you got to have training.
That's right. You got to have some training, and most jobs require training post high school graduation. So it's a great opportunity, and the wonderful thing is you're being trained by some of the best people in the industry, and they're going to give you, in many cases, not just the classroom experience, the hands-on experience, but you're going to get some experience out in the field. So you're going to get some what we call clinical experience. And so a number of our programs now actually have the opportunity to work 3 days a week while you go to class 2 days a week. In our industrial maintenance tech, we call it advanced manufacturing technology. And so you're working in industry, in a manufacturing site, learning on the job while you also learn at the college. And you're earning pretty good salary while you're doing that.
That is awesome. Dr. Allen, thank you so much for coming in and talking about this. This was just something that has just been in my head for the last couple of weeks. Because seriously, who's going to give up their presidential vote for the next 2 elections not to have to pay student loans?
It's amazing to even think somebody'd be willing to do that.
I know it.
But it is a huge burden that really drapes among many people in our country.
Absolutely.
So, we appreciate the opportunity to talk about it.
Oh, thank you so much for coming in, Dr. Allen. We've talked about how there's a lot of folks that come out of college and they start a family, and they kind of skip the whole college thing.
Right, right.
Doesn't ICC have a special deal for people who have never been to?
We do. There's an opportunity for students for adult learners
Right.
to receive a scholarship. It's an adult incentive scholarship. Could be up to half tuition
Wow.
for one semester. New returning students, age 23 or older, who have not been enrolled in college for the previous 2 years. So really a great opportunity for adult learners.
Yeah.
But we have some adult learners that have never earned a high school diploma.
Wow.
And so some of them need to complete their high school diploma first. And so we have some great adult education programs that can help them prepare. That is no easy task to do
No.
that in one test. And so we have some great programs that can help them prepare and then complete that exam and earn their high school diploma or equivalency, and then get ready to go into a college training program with us. So whether it be something that will take them straight to the workforce, or in some cases, earn their associate's degree and then on to earn their bachelor's degree.
I've been looking at the website, and I love the website because
Yes.
it lays everything out for you right
Yes.
there, iccms.edu. And I know, like, in the technical classes that y'all have listed, like there's one that's for law enforcement,
Yes.
and it
yes.
tells you, kind of what you'll be qualified to do when you get out of that class and kind of what you'll make.
That's right. And the great thing on that site is it gives you an idea of all of our programs of study. But it's really amazing to think about for an adult learner that they could do some of these programs online.
Yes.
Some they can even pursue in part-time fashion, and then others they're going to need to come full-time with us, such as our allied health area. But even in our industrial maintenance area, there's some opportunity for online. So many opportunities out there that will allow them to work in our region
Yeah.
without having to travel is so great and earn tremendous incomes. But if they want to pursue that 4-year degree, we can get them to start on that as well.
I love that. We talked earlier about also student loans and
Yes.
how they can just be a huge weight around your neck.
Yes, and they can, and that's the great thing is that many of our adult learners are able to continue to work while they're in school.
Yes.
And so that's important to try to maintain a level of income while they're in college, and so that gives them the ability to do that. Both our non-traditional age adult learners, but also our traditional age students can still do that as well. And I'll tell you, for some of our students that have sat out for a while, there's a new initiative in the state called Complete to Compete.
Ah.
And there's a new website. It is msc2c.org.
Okay,
So
wait.
msc2c.org, the number 2
Okay.
in the middle there. And the idea here is that we're trying to get adults to come back and complete the degree that they started so that they can be competitive in the workforce. And
Okay.
we've already had, I believe, and it's only been going on for a couple of months, we've already had over 40 students express interest in coming back through this state website. And
Oh,
so
wow.
in some cases, we could actually award them a degree, they just never applied for graduation.
Oh, wow.
And then in others, they may lack a couple of courses, or they
Right.
may lack quite a number of courses. But we can help them find the pathway that is best for them, that gets them to a degree as quick as possible, or to the desired degree that they're trying to reach.
I absolutely love that.
Tremendous opportunity.
Yes,
Tremendous.
it is. When we're talking about adult learners, and you said there are some people that don't even have their high school diploma yet, y'all do GED classes, right?
We do GED. We now call it adult ed because there's more opportunities than just GED.
Okay.
There's the high set, which is another test that we can use. And so we have a couple of options for adult learners. Sometimes some of them may not have been successful with GED in the past. They may want to come back and talk with us about some of the new options. And the great thing is that for some of our adults, they may fit into a category of something like our SNAP grant opportunity. It's for SNAP participants, which is an employment and training grant program.
Oh, wow.
But then also, they may want to get into our My Best, our Mississippi Integrated Basic Education and Skills Training Program. There's the Second Chance Mississippi local organization that works, they dedicated to raising funds to raise awareness for adult learners. So there's so many different opportunities that are out there. I'll tell you the other one that I really like is we have a basic manufacturing skills program as well. And so it's another opportunity for adult learners to get back in, build up their skills, and get right into the workforce, just like the Furniture Academy.
Oh, the Furniture Academy.
Furniture
what is
Academy
that?
is another opportunity to come in. We run them through a program that helps them build the skills they need to be successful in the furniture manufacturing industry.
Oh, wow.
As well as building up some of their basic adult skills that they'll need in order to function best in that environment.
Oh,
So
my
some
goodness.
tremendous opportunities there.
Most definitely. I know, like, if somebody wants to get a job out of Toyota, one of the best things they can do is go to ICC.
No doubt, no doubt. And we provide training in our Belden Center, that testing there as well for
Right.
Toyota. But it's a wonderful opportunity. I'll tell you, one of the hottest degrees going out there is industrial maintenance technician.
Because
And so
somebody's got to fix the stuff.
you've got to fix all of those robotics, all of the PLC controls, everything that makes those plants function. Downtime costs a major amount of money.
Right.
And so they can't afford to be down. So routine maintenance as well as those emergency repairs are so huge. The salary potential is just tremendous for those graduates. It's not
wow.
necessarily an easy program.
No.
Because it's pretty high tech. It's
Yeah.
tremendously high tech. However, if you're mechanically inclined, you enjoy a little bit of technology, it's a great program to look at.
Another one we were talking about was the heating and cooling degree.
Yes, that HVAC degree. I
Holy
tell you,
cow.
in Mississippi, as we talked about, you can't do without air conditioning.
Exactly.
And so, what a great opportunity to learn a skill set that will really, I believe, ensure you with a job for a really long time.
Absolutely.
And because we're going to have our heating and air, there's no doubt about it in Mississippi. And so, tremendous program as well. Welding's another great one.
Oh, wow.
And we have that provides people the opportunity to go to work immediately in the workforce, as well as the full degree program. So,
Yeah.
tremendous opportunities in welding as well.
And we talked about earlier, and I didn't really mean for us to go course by course,
Sure.
but the truck driving, commercial
Driving.
driver's license.
Yeah, that commercial driver's license program is a tremendous program. The exciting part about that is no matter where you go in the country, there's a shortage of truck drivers.
Yes.
So if you want to stay here and work for one of our local companies, no problem. You can definitely do that.
Yeah.
You want to drive for one of the regional carriers that may be outside of our areas, that's great. You can still drive to their site and get in a truck and go.
Yeah.
But if you happen to be moving across the country at some point, there's jobs for you everywhere in truck driving.
Well, and I'm telling you, every time I see one of those big brown trucks or FedEx
Yes.
truck, I think, darn, you are making, they work for it, but they are making some money.
Great money. And our local city and counties all have to have dump truck drivers, all need commercial driver's license.
Oh.
City buses, the whole 9 yards. So there's so many opportunities. If you want to see the country, drive for a company like Klein Tours or somebody that drives buses all across the country.
Wow.
There's so many opportunities that aren't just behind an 18-wheeler wheel.
Right.
So there's a lot of opportunities out there that they can take advantage of.
Now, can you get student aid or can you get financial aid to take these classes
Well,
that we're talking about?
For like the commercial truck driving, the opportunity is that we actually have some programs in place now where they can sign an agreement with a local company that they'll go to work with them afterwards, and they will do tuition reimbursement and pay their
wow.
tuition. So tremendous opportunities. You're talking about being able to, it's a $250 deposit, $250 deposit, $2,500 cost. But you may only be out the $250 because the company's going to pick up the rest.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Yeah,
and
so
then,
wonderful opportunities.
And then you're out making good money.
No doubt, making good money in no time. You're really talking about a 4-week or so program.
Yeah.
So very short term.
So if someone maybe has become a single parent and they need to advance in the job they
Yes.
have, or maybe they need a whole different career altogether because now they're a single family or single income family, how could ICC help with that?
Well, every individual has a different set of needs.
Right.
They're going to have, while there's commonalities, they're going to have their own challenges that life provides about being able to get to class, when they can go to class on a consecutive basis. Yeah. We have online programs. We have hybrid classes that are half online, half face-to-face. So you kind of get the mix of both worlds there. That's really nice. You're not in class quite as often, but you get that face-to-face support. So many different options. What I encourage students to do is reach out to the college and let us help evaluate their specific needs and see what we can do to fill in the gaps there and make it work for them.
Fantastic. Anything else we need to hit on?
Well, you're never too old to learn.
No, you're not.
We have senior citizens that come learn with us. So never think that, well, I missed that window of opportunity to go to college, or I'm ready for something different. It's never too late to go back. It's never too late to start.
Yeah.
And many people think, well, I'm not college material. They probably are. They just don't know.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be in the academic classroom. It's often in the technical classroom where people really excel and succeed, and those earning potentials are tremendous these days.
I loved how you said earlier that you were not the high school great student until
Yes.
you went to college.
Yeah, and, I did enough in high school to keep mom and dad happy. I was involved in all the extracurricular activities, student body president, and I really focused on that. But when I
Yeah.
got to college, I realized that not only could I perform, but when I did, it meant scholarship opportunities.
Yes.
And so I encourage people that even though they may not have considered themselves to be the best student at some point, it's never hurts to get back in and try it. I believe the way to prosperity is through a college degree or credential or training.
Right.
And we all have to have training for the jobs that we do or want to do.
Right.
And so ICC is a wonderful place to get that training.
Thank you so much for coming in and talking about ICC.
Thank you.
It's definitely a place that's close to my heart.
We appreciate it, Kelly.
And absolutely, if somebody needs more information, check out I'm telling you, their website is fantastic. It tells you the classes, the curriculums that you need. It tells you everything you need to know right there at iccms.edu. Dr. Allen, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.